Alright guys, welcome back to another on the video where we have a campaign banner featuring Ursula, Astos, and Rosa. Now these three characters are going to be getting their force level 50. Now this is a pretty good banner when you sit down and actually look at each of these three characters' kits. You're gonna notice that we do have two strong support characters, and we have the strongest DPS that is currently on global. Now, I wanted to go over this banner a little bit because I want to make sure that people do not make a little mistake when it comes to Astos. So we're gonna start off with him. So with Astos, he is straight up a DPS god, and he is the top tier DPS on global DFFOO. The thing is though, is that with force level 50, you're not really gonna notice anything too different from Astos, because the thing is though, is that Astos' damage output is gonna be based on the value on his overhead. So with force level 50, the main things that you normally get out of it would be HP damage cap increase, which if you go all the way up to 50, it'll be a 20% increase. You're able to charge the force gauge faster, and you also gain an additional, 2% to the HP damage bonus after your own turn while a force time is active. The thing is though, is that with Astos, yeah, you can, if you really wanted the faster charging speed and that additional percentage on the HP damage bonus, you could force level 50 him. But the thing is though, is that because his BT effect makes it so that he basically just like scales off of his BT effect, basically making it so like his damage could potentially be infinite. Not literally infinite, but like it gets to the point where like Astos is going to be dealing a tremendous amount of damage that additional HP cap that he would be getting from his force level 50 is not really all that necessary for him. So in my opinion, I would personally recommend for those who are trying to manage their force fragments, their force stones, so on and so forth, their enhancement points, I would suggest not force level of FE50 Astos and keep him at level 30, because again, you're not really gonna see hardly any difference between him currently being at 30 and then jumping over to 50. Again, unless you want to take advantage of the other two things, which is the faster charge rate on the force gauge and the additional percentage to the HP damage bonus after your own turn, then I would say yeah, you could do that. But again, I would highly suggest to not spend your resources to get onto force level 50. Now, for Ursula and Rosa, that's a different story. So Rosa is a strong support, still very much a strong support to this day on the global side. She would actually benefit from jumping from 30 to 50 because she'll actually benefit from the HP cap increases, faster charging speed. Remember, she does have a charging ability, so she will actually be able to benefit from that. And the additional 2% HP damage bonus will be, is it 2%? I can't remember. 2 or 3%. It's one of the two. But the increase in the HP damage bonus it will actually help out just in the overall time that you have a force time or a force, somebody's force is active, right? So she would actually benefit from it. And then for Ursula would be another character that would actually benefit from the force level 50, just because of the same reasons that I just explained with Rosa. Now, Rosa and Ursula, seeing as they are support characters, Rosa, if I remember correctly, is more of the offensive type support character. So for anybody who's trying to like go ham, Rosa, or having Rosa as a support character on the team would actually be pretty good. And then for Ursula, the biggest thing about her with a BT effect, because you're gonna need her BT, is that she basically makes it so that you are always at your max brave. So even in between HP attacks, you will be at your max brave. So that'll actually help out when it comes to making sure that you are hitting for the highest amounts of damage that you actually can. So for this banner, this is a very good banner. It's a very high value banner. Again, Astos, straight up DPS monster. Like if you missed him in the past, now is your opportunity to get him. I am not 100% sure if he gets reran a second time, but this is a good chance to throw some of your resources if you need a monster of a DPS. If you are fine, if you're clearing content with some of the characters that you currently have right now, I would say hold off on Astos. Like, content can easily be done without Astos. The only reason why you would consider pulling for him is if, let's say, you just want more character or more build characters in your roster. You want to be able to have some backup for, like, let's say, I don't know, like a Biz there to the 5. They decide to release any more in the future, so on and so forth. So, like, Astos, top tier DPS. Rosa, very, very good support character. You need yourself a support character. You need yourself a force charger. You need a character that is able to revive your teammates whenever they get knocked down, so long as they have the what's it called, the prayer buff active on them. Then yeah, Rosa is an excellent support character. And then Ursula, she is also a great support character when it comes to making sure that everybody is basically getting that big boost to be able to hit for the highest amount of HP damage. The other thing about her is that if you are using units that have a change brave or HP command, then Ursula would actually help out with those characters, because she actually does provide additional HP cap increases with her BT effect. So and there will be more characters like that later down the line who would actually benefit from Ursula. I would say she's not 1000% a priority, but like she is great to have for those specific type of units or just team comps where you want to make sure that you have a very good amount, or that you're starting off at your max brave and even in between HP attacks. So yeah, a very, very good banner overall. I would say, again, if you need either of these 3 characters, just based off of what I said, I would say go for it. Do remember, though, that the next event, even though it has not been confirmed, the next event should be Kadaj's Intersecting Wills, which I've already made a Should You Pull video. In case you missed it, it is on the channel. And then afterwards, we do have an upcoming strong support character, which should be Deuce, for the Alexander Spiritist. So that is another a good support character that is going to be coming up soon. So some things to consider if you're thinking about pulling on this banner. So yeah, let's go ahead. We're not going to do the Simply method just because I already have these 3 characters. So we're just going to go ahead and do the free multi-draw and see what I may not get. And I got a Rosa EX. Not surprised. Anyway, so that's going to be it for the video, guys. Let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Hopefully this quick, should you pull, whatever. Hopefully this was some helpful information to everybody. And yeah, so that's going to be it. Thank you so much for watching. I'll catch you guys in the next one.